Razz Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about Avengers Infinity War with spoilers. If you haven't seen the film, spoiler warning, I'm going to spoil the crap out of it in this video. If you want, you can check out my non-spoiler review in the description section of this video. So Avengers Infinity War has been out for a while now, so I get to talk about spoilers. Finally! The movie was amazing, people loved it, lots of cool moments. There's no time to talk about a lot of them, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a puppet show from my favorite scenes.
When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. No! You're strong, but all I have to do is snap my finger and you will cease to exist.
I told you to go right. I love you more than anything. I love you too. Bubbles, bubbles. I like him.
All that for a drop of blood. I've ignored my destiny once. Never again.
No! No, Daddy!
No! Stop! I hope they remember you.
Stop! Spare him and I will give him the time stone.
Don't! No more tricks, wizard. You should have aimed for the head.
Mr. Stark? I don't feel so good. You're alright. No, please, sir, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. I'm sorry. No! I love this film. I stand by my review of it, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after this disaster. I really like this introductory scene of Thanos. The film establishes from the beginning that this movie is going to be about him. He is the main star. We see him for the first time and he has arguably one of the strongest Avengers in the palm of his hand, literally, just hanging there like a dried up fruit. I like the fact that they just mentioned that Xandar is now destroyed, by the way. The Hulk body smashes Thanos out of screen, and then one of his henchmen is like, I'm gonna go stop and help him. And then the other guy, who's Ebony Maw, is like, shh, let him have his fun. His fun? With the Hulk? He destroys Hulk and then proceeds to kill Heimdall, R.I.P. Heimdall 2018, and then he kills Loki, R.I.P. Loki 2018. And then he destroys Asgardian ship, R.I.P. a lot of people. Oh, and he has 2 stones from the first scene. What I was surprised about is that I got a lot of character development in this film, despite the fact that we have like 500 characters in the movie. And a lot of these matchups or team-ups were actually pretty cool. The best one and the most fantastically fun one is the combination of Thor and Rocket, or the Mighty Rabbit. It's perfect. I really love their relationship. I love their dynamic, and their scenes were so much fun to watch. Another fantastic coupling is Iron Man and Doctor Strange. 2 people with gigantic egos that one universe cannot contain clash heads in the film, and their scenes are also very dynamic and very nice. And you also get to have the meta fun of knowing that 2 Sherlocks have met. I really love the new tech, the new powers, the upgrades, they're pretty cool. Spider-Man gets the Iron Suit. Thor gets Stormbreaker. So when Thor showed up on Wakanda with Stormbreaker and Thored out, that was my favorite moment. The theater went nuts when that scene happened, and I've rewatched this film multiple times, and every time I scream. It's just so awesome. I cannot literally contain the excitement. My favorite storyline in the entire film is the story development between Thanos and Gamora. I thought that their relationship was extremely well handled because of great writing and because of the great performances by Zoe Saldana and Josh Brolin. I personally bought the fact that Thanos really loved Gamora, and it's been set up in previous films before. It was stated by Nebula, I think in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where she says, he loved you, he tortured me. And it's also set up in Nowhere, where he changes the reality using the reality stone, but he wants to see her kill him, and he wanted to see her reaction. Why would anybody need to see that someone cares for them unless they care for them themselves? This made his sacrifice of her to get the Soul Stone really powerful and effective and sad. I sympathized with him, I felt bad for her, I felt bad for myself, I was crying. It was a very emotional moment. And it was also an awesome moment because Red Skull happened to be there. What? Before this film, Gamora didn't really mean much to me. I mean, I thought she was a cool character before, but this film gave her so much depth that she became one of my favorites and the standouts from the film for me. And the most powerful thing about her character in this film is the fact that she's willing to give up her life just so Thanos doesn't win. And also very sad that it took her dying to help him. It's heartbreakingly ironic. So despite all she did, she didn't succeed. Despite what everybody did, nobody succeeded. For now. That scene of everybody disappearing into dust is gonna be an iconic scene that everybody will remember for a very long time from now. I love the fact that there was no music, there was no soundtrack, it was just deafening silence. And that made it like gut-wrenching to watch. I don't think anybody can argue that the most effective death in that scene is Spider-Man's death, especially because Tony Stark was there to watch it. And they've developed this like father-son relationship. And again, it was something that was set up earlier in the film when he was talking to Pepper about having a kid and how he wants to have a kid and he's been dreaming about it. It's because he has developed this fatherly bond with Spider-Man and like awakened those kind of feelings in him that he started thinking about kids of his own. The biggest theme in Avengers Infinity War is the concept of sacrifice. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to save the universe? And throughout many points in the film, our heroes refuse to sacrifice the thing that's most important to them for the greater good. Or at least until it's too late. Captain America refuses to sacrifice Vision to destroy the Soul Stone. Loki is asked to sacrifice Thor. Tony Stark wants Doctor Strange to sacrifice the Time Stone and he refuses. And even Star-Lord is asked to sacrifice Gamora. Even when Scarlet Witch sacrificed Vision, the man she loves, or robot in this case, it was too late. The person who didn't hesitate to make the sacrifice was Thanos. He was told that he has to sacrifice the thing he loves the most. He grabbed Gamora and he threw her off the cliff. It was slowed down for like emotional reasons, but it was actually pretty fast. He didn't even flinch. He was like, the scene where everybody works together on Titan to capture Thanos was incredible. However, following that was one of my least favorite moments in the movie, and that is the now infamous Star-Lord moment. There's a lot of negativity towards Star-Lord, and I understand where it's coming from. At the same time, I understand from a character point of view why Star-Lord did what he did. It's because he didn't have a reason, he was just very emotional. And Star-Lord has been already established as an impulsive, emotional person in all the films. But I just hate the fact that it was done, because now I feel like the entire destructive fate of the universe is now on him. And I don't like the fact that, you know, the film made it kind of his fault. Because I really like the fact that Thanos, you know, sacrificed a lot for this win. And if our heroes tried and failed to stop him, it's because he was strong and because he was powerful enough, not because one of them messed up. Whether I don't think he deserves it is irrelevant. I just hate the fact that this character was put in this position in the first place. The whole thing felt like a weak moment because it was very predictable. Like the moment he stood there in front of Thanos while they were pulling the glove away, you knew that he was gonna lose it. You knew he was gonna find out that Gamora is dead, and you knew that he was gonna do something stupid. And everybody there knew it. And nobody did anything to stop him even. I mean, like Tony Stark was right there next to him, like just blast him away or something. You don't know this kid. These people have just met. There's no reason to tiptoe around their feelings because the entire universe is at stake. So I just felt like the situation got out of hand unnecessarily, and I don't like it. In terms of characters other than Thanos and Gamora, one of the big highlights for me was Thor. I love what Thor has become. He's developed into this like cool, badass, funny, adorable, lovable, and charming character. I really enjoyed him in this film. I thought he was funny when he needed to be. I felt for him emotionally when he needed to be. I loved that scene between him and Rocket when he's sitting there talking about all the things he lost, and he's like playing it off like, oh my god, I don't care, and he's crying. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it. Great performance from Chris Hemsworth. Great chemistry between him and Rocket. He gives him the eye that he shoved up his butt. That's a nice touch at the end. And when he needed to be a badass, he also was a badass. He took fire from a star. Technically, he actually beat Thanos. I mean, when he shows up to hit Thanos with Stormbreaker, Thanos tries to stop him. Thanos is unable to stop the hammer. It actually like bursts through his gauntlet beam thingy and then hits him. Yes, he should have gone for the head, or I don't know, the arm, cut it off, but still, he overpowered him in that instant. Oh my god. I really enjoyed Infinity War. It had everything I wanted and hoped for, and everything I've waited for the past 10 years. And finally, I will end this with a list of things that will never be the same after watching Avengers Infinity War. Have you seen Avengers Infinity War yet? If so, how many times have you seen it? And what is the thing that has changed for you now that you've seen Avengers Infinity War? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell me what you'd like me to review for you next. See ya!